r/AskReddit by Redmond Dts. What secret came out when someone got too drunk? Friend told a group of us her father had been sexually abusing her. She then went on a rant because her father had stopped abusing her and moved on to a younger girl who had moved in with her family. She was jealous and hurt. Teen me reported it to people, but nothing happened. Thankfully he died several years later, although she acted like he was a great father. She was understandably messed up. I was hanging out with my cousin, who is a musician. Recently she had been coming home from a show, and two guys jumped out and robbed her. Stole two of her guitars. She had been pretty vague on details with the rest of the family. We were having some drinks, and I had mentioned my previous issues with drugs, and she broke down and admitted she wasn't robbed, but had sold the guitars to pay for fentanyl. So that's fun to know. An older cousin called a group of us together and came out as gay. He was genuinely surprised, and I think upset, when we not only accepted it, but explained that we knew this for decades. A high school friend got drunk one night when we were in college and told me about how back when we were still in high school, he stole a Porsche 944 and drove it into a nearby lake. No one ever caught him. Dude is a solid citizen today. I was 13. My mother admitted, with a story I later corroborated with relatives, about how my dad almost left her and tried to get her to get an abortion when she said that she was pregnant with me. They had been married 9 years, and he stated constantly that he didn't want or even like children, but she eventually went off birth control because he'll grow to like them. And he never did. He resented and hated me all my life, and my mother apologized for screwing it all up. Normally she said, he loves you, he just doesn't know how to show it, and other lies. I mean, the man even said I was a mistake, I ruined their lives, and that he wished that I was never born. But my mother thought that she could just force it to happen, to show her parents that my dad was not the wrong man to marry. That's why she drank. She couldn't corroborate her desperately on with the truth. Eventually she took her own life with tranquilizers and a bottle of vodka. I found her body when I was still a teenager, and my dad threw me out days later. I had to graduate high school while homeless. My boss told me about his secret son. He's been married for over 40 years, and they have 3 kids and 6 grandchildren, but he had another son that was in his 30s before he passed away. Did he ever meet his secret son? As far as I know he didn't, but the mother would occasionally ask for money to keep quiet. That my work colleague, A, was lonely, B, saw me as a safe space at work, and C, really wanted to peg me. Absolutely out of the blue. In fact, I had previously thought she was gay. All in all, a very entertaining discussion. I had to Google what pegging means. I wish I didn't. My boss texted me by accident when she was drunk. Was asking her dealer for narcotics. I think I need a raise. My boyfriend of 1 year told me Friday night that he had sex with his sister 4 months ago. Oh honey, I'm sorry. Please tell me that you're out of there. I am. These stories are always better if they are work related, lol. I used to have 2 bosses, a husband and wife. At one after hours function, after drinking a metric ton and smoking hashish, neither of which he was used to doing at all, the male boss announced to the entire company that the female boss was a cunt and a frigid bitch. This came with zero forewarning whatsoever. Later on in the soiree, the male boss vanished. We found him hours later, miles away, unconscious in a snowdrift, without a jacket or hat on, in -6 degrees Celsius, with a stiff wind. So at least he didn't die of exposure. My partner and her mother got pretty drunk at a family event. My partner ended up confessing that we were swingers. Her mother confessed that she and her new partner were swingers too. So we ended up making a pact to never go to clubs in each other's state to prevent anything unpleasant. One of my co-workers pretty much admitted to being a pedo. She, age 53, said that age of consent laws shouldn't apply to women, since women can't be predators, and if there was no such thing as age of consent, she would have sex with guys as young as whatever. Made for an awkward dinner. I have a habit of referring to my friends' partners as wives or husbands, even when they are not married. Which the majority are not. I'm 29. One drunk evening a couple of weeks back, I said something along the lines of, "You can't say that to him, he's married." Referring to my friend, whose long-term girlfriend had just moved into his house. What I didn't expect was him to reply, "Who told you?" Turns out, they got married in secret 2 weeks prior. He was too drunk to realize I was continuing my bit, and I was just sober enough to play it off. Most of the group is still none the wiser, and he's planning a big announcement soon. My mom spent the entire 5-hour reception at the bar drinking, didn't even eat dinner. On the drive home, she opened up and let me and my dad know how much she hated us, never wanted to see us again, and for us to get out of the house in the morning. I was 11. Did you all leave? That's absolutely reprehensible. I'm so sorry you had to hear that. Unfortunately no. Woke up the next morning and both of them acted like nothing had happened, even though I spent the 2 hours I had been awake that morning packing. I wish we would have left though, it just got worse from there. Shortly after my friend and his girlfriend got engaged, she got very drunk at a party and went around saying to everyone, "I got engaged." And then in a sad voice, to Peter. Yeah, they didn't make it to the altar. I turned 21 in Santa Cruz and really liked hanging out at this bar called the New Jury Room. It's across from the courthouse. Some of the regulars told me about when it was just the jury room. Supposedly, before my time, a regular there had gotten wasted and confessed a string of murders to the others in the bar. Some of them were courthouse employees, and they compared his story to facts of unsolved murders, and it was true. He got caught. So now it's the New Jury Room, because it's not the old jury room, where a serial killer hung out. Co-worker got blackout on 2 separate occasions and told me her then fiance hated her and was trying to get custody of the kids they share together. Acted like nothing happened the next day and clearly had no memory of it. Yes, they are married now. On several occasions, I've had a drunk friend or family friend who is a woman reveal to me that she was sexually abused as a child. I found out too many of my friends and buddies are gay on drunk late nights. Nothing wrong with that, but we are in our 30s, just say you're gay dude. Before she was my wife, she got really drunk one night and puked and then told me she loved me. Life is pretty funny sometimes. Met a really drunk local celebrity in Iceland in the bathroom in some pub. Most Icelanders would know him. He was peeing next to me and told me that he had only once in his life cheated on his wife. He had screwed some girl on the top of a washing machine at some party few years back, and he had never told anyone about it. I had never met him before, so it was kind of a weird interaction. She had never been faithful in any of her numerous relationships. This was presented as a humble brag, for your information. My wife at the time admitted to cheating on me throughout our entire relationship, literally from day one. She hoped that her honesty would absolve her of her sins. It did not. I once lost my lesbian friend at a bar. She appeared almost an hour later. We were going home, and she told me she sucked her first penis ever. It wasn't bad. He was small. The way she said it had us both cracking up. My roommate drunkenly admitted he's been stealing my protein powder for 2 years and replacing it with cheap generic shit. I've been paying premium prices for chalky garbage. Early 2000s. I picked up my friend from the bar because he was too drunk to drive. As soon as he gets in my car, he blurts out, "My then girlfriend and I are getting you a PlayStation 2 for Christmas." Lol, that's adorable. Well, did they? They did. That was a good Christmas. That's all folks. Thank you for watching. If you like videos like this one, why not like and subscribe for more? Have a nice evening.